And finally this evening, the South African rand dipped slightly in early trading, down 0.10% to 18.56 against the dollar, as investors await clarity on a new revised national budget. Moreover, this follows a High Court ruling on Sunday that suspended the VAT increase and set aside the current fiscal framework. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Inokoto Ngwane is now expected to present updated budget plans to Parliament. On the markets, the JSE All-Share Index rose 0.65%, supported by a 0.68% gain in the top 40 index. Additionally, financials led the charge, up 1.61%, while small caps slipped 0.08%. Financial expert Dumisho Grata shares more insights on today's market movements.
Good evening, everyone. It certainly has been an interesting couple of trading sessions. I think from a policy perspective, we've seen a bit of recalibration from both a domestic perspective as well as internationally. So at home, we do know that one of the big news has been around the U-turn made on the VAT increase, which now leaves the South African fiscus with projections in the medium term with a whole of about 75 billion rand. So over the next couple of weeks, we should hear from the finance minister how they plan to plug that very big gap. And from an international perspective, it has continued to be around the trade tensions, specifically around the US and China. Although if you look at it, in comparison to Liberation Day, we are seeing a little bit of softness that came through there, which really has helped the global equity markets. So we did see US markets that had stabilized in the last couple of sessions, although looking at what the opening was likely to be like today, it looked as though we may be looking at a weaker opening for US markets. But in Europe, we are seeing those markets in the green, and also corporate earnings there coming through and helping those particular markets. Right here at home, we managed to finish in positive territory, up just shy of 0.7%, with a lot of the heavy lifting really being done from the financials 15. So those banking stocks certainly being able to make a positive contribution to today's session. And then looking at the local currency, we're still sitting around the 18 rand 55 mark. And of course, all the global factors and local factors will continue to have an impact on how we trade. And that's how the markets have been today.